3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's your boy Fried Chicken. What up, everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for watching it. I just want to kind of introduce you to this series. It's called Half and Half. This is Fried Chicken. I'm over from the Gamers Remorse channel, and this is my solo channel. And I was playing with one of my buddies, Optimus 141. I work with him. Pretty cool guy, and he plays MW3, and he's actually pretty good. So Half and Half is a series where I talk about the gameplay through the first half of the gameplay, and then I talk about something completely unrelated to video gaming in general on the second half of the gameplay. So the first thing I want to talk about is the MK14. I'm using red dot with the silencer, which is one of the best ways to run it. I have tried it with the rapid fire, but it's nice having that sight because all you need to do is really place 2 or 3 shots on the enemy. So having that sight and that red dot to show you that those shots are on is, I think, very important in order to use the M14. Obviously, you don't need anything else with the M14 except for maybe kick. But the cool thing about, not kick, focus. The cool thing about when you shoot somebody and they shoot you back, then you could end up getting a headshot on them when you're not using focus. So I'm running the 2 attachments, you know, red dot and silencer. Staying off the map is really important, especially if you have to shoot someone up close and there's a buddy nearby. You know, they're just oblivious to you. The noise also doesn't even make a lot of noise with the silencer. So, of course, you won't show up on the mini-map, but sometimes there's residual noise. You know, there's just noise from the silencer in general. It doesn't 100% muffle the noise of the gun. But with the MK14, it's actually a little bit more reduced than some of the other guns that you can use. The FAD, I think, is actually a pretty quiet gun as well. So as you see, I'm just getting these guys off of C, and this was my plan the whole game, is to kind of stick around C and B, try to get as many kills as possible, but keep the enemy from taking those points. And my team actually did a pretty good job of spawn trapping them. So this could have been in one of my other series, and this is an example of a long shot distance. This could have been a gameplay in my other series, or an example of spawn locking the enemy. I have another series called Spawn Lock that's going to be on the Gamers Remorse channel, and I'll put that link down in the description so you can check out the bulk of my gameplay. But I'm going to start posting different types of gameplay and different types of commentary on here as well. So in addition to running the MK14, I'm running Scavenger. Scavenger, really cool perk. I love it for this class because the MK14, you know, definitely runs out of ammo pretty quickly, especially if you decide to spam it. Also, you start off with extra mags, which is kind of nice to have, you know, with Scavenger. I'm running Dead Silence. Obviously, that gives me a chance to hear the enemies. I don't really care about the fall damage, but the cool thing is when you do fall, you don't make that much noise, in addition to already being quiet. And I used my AC-130 to find out where that guy was on the minimap. And I just killed him as he was taking B, and I was coming out of the AC-130. So I'm running Dual Scorpion. I've explained why I like Dual Scorpion, the reduction in muzzle flash versus the FMG9s, and obviously the close quarter combat. So basically I do the same thing the whole game, but you can see the different routes that I take and how I defend my objectives. I'm going to get into the second half of the video, and that's going to be determining the difference between a Dwarf and a Midget. So I was at work the other day and this actually came up, and I guess I have a little experience with it. A while back, this was in, it's hard to say, late 90s, early 2000s. I was, my buddy set me up with this girl, kind of. So it basically was this get together with one of his friends, and some of her friends were there as well. And he said, hey, you know, you want to come meet some new girls? You know, we can hang out and do whatever kids do, you know, when they don't have school or whatever. And I said, cool. You know, I said, I'm down. So we end up going over there, and it's a couple cute girls there. Now, one of the girls was actually out of the ordinary. She was shorter than, you know, average person walking around. She was probably about 4 feet tall. So she was around 3'9", maybe a little bit taller. And I mean, she was cute. She was cute. She had a nice little body. She was actually pretty cool and everything. So I consider her a dwarf. And my whole explanation of it, you know, and this is what I thought. I thought a dwarf was exceptionally short with proportioned body parts, meaning that their arms don't look to be shorter than the rest of their body. You know, their extremities, which are their arms and their legs, actually look in proportion with the rest of their body. Also, their head and torso doesn't look like they have extra length or extra size. They just overall look like a miniature version of a regular person. So this is wrong. And then I thought a midget had, you know, the extremely large head and large torso with disproportionate extremities, meaning the extremities were extra small, it looked like. So I actually did some research, and I was kind of right, but basically my answers were the complete opposite. And I would say the first thing is that a dwarf is actually a medical condition. Dwarfism is a medical condition that starts with somebody having issues with their genes, their abnormal gene structure, or a deformity in their gene. A midget is a terminology. So basically you can call any person that you think is short a midget, and you would be pretty accurate. So a midget, it was a term started long ago to describe a really short person, you know, without any kind of medical condition. So that's the first thing. If somebody doesn't have the medical condition, then you could technically say they're a midget. Now, you know, it's kind of an offensive term because you're just saying, hey, you're super short. I don't see that it's that offensive. You know, I'm short. I'm 5'8", but, you know, usually people will say a midget is a shorter person, but a taller person could call me a midget, easily get away. Dwarfism, the most common form of dwarfism, is actually someone with a larger head, a larger torso, and really short extremities. So that's pretty much the difference. So if you have any other questions, go ahead and leave me a comment down in the description. I tried to give you a decent gameplay. And here's my boy Optimus141 getting the game-winning kill. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. Rate, comment, and subscribe if you like the stuff. Peace out.